drink, just buy it or don't. It's fine. Oh, we have non-alcoholic Borgs, too. Which, yeah, that's what that would be. The umpires for tonight's game are in the field, Tim Montoya, and behind home plate, Clint Baxter. Cheer your umpires, Walker Stadium. The 13 inning Walker.
Well, good evening once again, baseball fans. It is time for Pickles Baseball. Tonight is game 3 of our 3-game set with the Kamloops NorthPaws. Portland looking to sweep the NorthPaws out of Walker Stadium, having won games 1 and 2 of the series. Friends, I'm Mike Chexx, working alongside Gary Crow, Sam, Nick, and Malachi, along with many others, and we will be bringing you all of the action tonight and for the rest of the 2023 season. Last night, Portland victorious by a score of 15-2. That win moved Portland within a game and a half of division-leading Ridgefield, though the Knights still sit a half a game above the Pickles starting play tonight. Your umpires for this evening's contest, Clint Baxter behind the plate, Tim Montoya down on the field, and I'm going to kick it down to Joe Simons, kicking off tonight's game.
I'm Joe Simons. I'll be your PA announcer. JT will be your on-field host. Done an admirable job filling in for Jeremiah. Give a big hand for broadcast intern JT. Doing a great job. The fans love him. So does your mom. Tonight is game 14 of the 2023 regular season. That'll be played at Walker Stadium this summer. It's Portland Tap Water Appreciation Night presented by TriMet. Portland, Oregon is known for bikes, coffee, and some of the best tap water in the world. Celebrate our thirst for life and amazing water at the Portland Pickles. JT, we locked and loaded for our first pitch, buddy.
We are ready, Joe. We are ready.
All right, Walker Stadium throwing out our first pitch tonight. None other than Mike McShay.
We love you, Chexx!
Oh yeah, took some off it, got over the plate.
Bugging them on Twitter for years to get the two together. I mean, Pickles and Bananas.
One more time for Mike McShay.
They're not ready. My Pickles jersey's dirty. It's the only reason I didn't wear it.
It is now time to meet the starters for tonight's game. First, for the visiting Kamloops NorthPaws. Leading off and playing right from San Diego State, number 21, Tyler Glowacki. Batting second and playing center from Yapapa'i College, number 15, Jude Hall. Batting third from Pima Community College, playing first base, Nathan Gray. Batting fourth, the designated hitter from Weatherford College, number 5, Joey Baran. Batting fifth and playing second from Grand Canyon U, number 7, Cooper Neville. Batting sixth and playing short from Oakland U, number 11, Tommy Green. Batting seventh and playing third from San Diego State, number 16, Drew Giannini. Batting eighth and playing first from Oakland U, number 31, Landon Clark. Batting ninth and playing catcher from North Dakota State University, number 38, Bennett Frater. The starting pitcher for Kamloops, for New Mexico State University, number 14, Hayden Walker. The head coach of the NorthPaws is Keith Francis. Walker Stadium, are you ready to meet your Pickles? Leading off and playing center field from Cal State Bakersfield, number 16, Kyler Stancato. Batting second, the designated hitter from St. Mary's, number 1, Dalton Mayshore. Batting third and playing left from University of Hawaii, 14, Sage Lancaster. Batting cleanup and playing first from Cal Poly, number 34, Evan Cloyd. Batting fifth and playing right from University of Nevada, it's number 44, Jesse Pierce. Batting sixth and playing short from University of the Pacific, number 6, Jack Metcho. Batting seventh and playing second from Long Beach State, number 10, Armando Briseño. Batting eighth, your catcher from Houston Christian U, number 33, Luke Bard. Batting ninth and patrolling the hot corner from University of Nevada, number 48, Jackson Waller. Starting on the mound for your picks, and we cheer for our pitchers here at Walker Stadium. From San Francisco State U, number 8, Nathan Shin. The Pickles are coached by Jordan Marcus, Brian Grant, and Griffin Williams. The assistant head coach of the Picks is Jim Hopple, and the manager is Mark Magdaleno. At this time, we ask that you please stand, remove your hats, and direct your attention to the flag in left field for the singing of the Canadian National Anthem by Aaron Lang. Please remain standing for the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner by Aaron Lang. Aaron Lang. Walker Stadium, are you ready for some Thursday night baseball? Yeah, you are.
All righty, broadcast friends. Game 3 of the 3-game series with the Kamloops NorthPaws. Out on the mound, number 8, Nathan Shin. His coach, Coach S, checking into the chat. Glad to have you along on the broadcast. Thanks for joining us tonight. Beautiful night out here for baseball. 88 degrees in the Lents neighborhood currently. 6-mile-an-hour wind out of the north by northwest. Sunny, absolutely beautiful view of the mountain coming over the Glen Jackson Bridge earlier this afternoon. Going to be a great night for baseball. Nathan Shin from San Francisco State University. This will be game number 5. He started 4 games so far, worked 16 innings. Surrendered 13 hits, 7 runs, only 3 of those earned. He has struck out 16 in those 16 innings, good enough for a 1-1 record with a 1.68 ERA. Defensively behind Nathan tonight, his battery mate Luke Bard behind the dish, Evan Cloyd at first, Armando Briseño at second base, Jackson Waller at third, Jack Metcho playing short, Zage Lancaster, Kyler Stancato, and Jesse Pierce, your outfielders from left to right. It's going to be Tyler Glowacki, Jude Hall, and Nathan Gray for Kamloops. Portland starting play in 3rd place in the West Coast League South, game and a half out of first, riding a 4-game winning streak. An 11-6 record overall. Meanwhile, for the NorthPaws, a 5-18 record. They find themselves in 8th place in the West Coast League North, 12.5 games out of first. They are currently on a 4-game losing streak. Over-under this evening has been set for 2 hours and 47 minutes. A majority of the press box taking the over tonight. Wind and the first pitch on the way at 7:14. Misses ball 1. Got a healthy group of y'all in the chat this evening. Thanks for joining us. Next pitch over for a strike at 86. Count evens up at 1-1. Shin brings in the 1-1 pitch, swung on, and that one ripped down the right field line. Foul. Just foul. Into the batting cage out there in right field. Count goes to 1-2. Yoit Masker asking why they benched Nicky. I do not know, friend. I am not the one who makes the lineups. Meow Little Bit checking in. Audrielle and Debbie here. Glad to have you all along. Wind and the 1-2 pitch on the way. Bouncer. Shin's going to field that. Nobody at first, got to take it himself and wins the foot race. 1 unassisted. I don't think I've written that all season, Gary. Ethan Bryan checking into the chat. Glad to have you along, friend. 1 away here, top of the first inning. That's going to bring up center fielder Jude Hall. First pitch Jude sees, misses away at 87, 1-0. Shin already into his motion again. 1-0 pitch, swung on and missed. Four-seam fastball at 88 miles an hour. Count evens up at 1-1. Shin wasting no time. Next pitch, bouncer right back up the middle. Off his glove, coming over to get it. Metcho, the throw to first. Not in time. Infield single for Jude Hall. So Hall on at first. First baseman Nathan Gray to the plate. Gray from Pima Community College. Shin comes set at the waist. Pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off at home plate. Count 0-1. It is Portland tap water night here at Walker Stadium. I have been told we are selling authentic Portland tap water here tonight. I've also been told that we were serving Dylan's bathwater, and I'm not exactly sure what that's about. Shin throws over to first base, getting back safely, Jude Hall. Shin comes set, runner goes 0-1 pitch on the way. Ball dropped by Luke Bard on the transfer. Credit Jude Hall with a stolen base. Runner on in scoring position here in the top of the first for the NorthPaws. Gray taps home plate as he steps back in. Shin gets his sign from Bard. Looks back at second, 1-1 on the way. Check swing. Did not go. 76 miles an hour on a slider. Count goes to 2-1. Shin takes a gander back at second base. Now brings in the 2-1. That one missing. Four-seam fastball at 89. Count goes to 3-1. Designated hitter Joey Barron on deck. For the NorthPaws, same lineup as last night, save for the left fielder, Landon Clark today. That one hit towards short. Mecho's got it. He'll go over to first in time. 6-3 to put out on Nathan Gray. Jude Hall advancing to third on the play. Runner on third, 2 down. Baron steps in for his first at-bat tonight. First pitch he sees inside at 76, ball 1. Well, congratulations on the job interview, Ethan. Glad you got to talk about us a little bit. Shin comes set. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and popped up. Center field, Stancato's got it, and that will do it for the NorthPaws here in the top of the first inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on. We are going to head to the bottom of the first inning. No score here at Walker Stadium.
Not everyone is blessed with the body of an elite athlete or the beard of an angel, but John Daly is. And even he uses the Beard Hedger Pro Kit from Manscaped. It's got everything a beard needs to live its best life. And if you think his beard looks good, you should see his stroke. Order the Beard Hedger Pro Kit at manscaped.com.
8.5?
Stronger.
9%?
Yes!
9.5% ABV!
Juice Force IPA. Live rangerously.
Tired of beer that's just too bland? No problem! Introducing the amazing Voodoo Ranger IPA. It's bright, poppy, plus you can take it almost anywhere. So stop drinking boring beer and start living rangerously today.
Welcome back, broadcast friends. Out on the mound for the Kamloops NorthPaws, that is left-handed pitcher Hayden Walker from New Mexico State University. This will be his 5th game started. Got 1 complete game. He's thrown 22 1/3 innings. 1-2 record overall. Struck out 22 in 22 1/3 innings with a 3.22 ERA. Kyler Stancato, Dalton Mayshore, and Zage Lancaster for your Pickles here. First pitch of the ball game to Kyler, over for a strike at 87, a 4-seam fastball, 0-1. Behind Walker on defense, his battery mate Bennett Freiter behind the plate. 0-1 pitch on the way, high and outside, ball one. Nathan Gray at first, Cooper Neville at second, Drew Giannini at third, Thomas Green at short, Landon Clark, Jude Hall, and Tyler Glowacki across the outfield, left to right. 1-1 pitch fouled into the netting on the left. Slider at 79, count goes to 1-2. Stancato from Cal State Bakersfield.
How about a hand for your bat boy?
Well, I saw Lewis Rose's check in here earlier. 1-2 pitch fouled off. Stays at 1-2. Walker set. 1-2 on the way. Swung on and hit to the right side, foul. Count stays at 1-2. We'll run through the West Coast League scores in the second inning. Get you all caught up on what's going on around the association. Much appreciated, meow. Swung on and missed. Dropped by Freider. The throw down to first in time. Stancato down on strikes. 2-3 the put out. That'll bring up tonight's Pickles designated hitter, number 1, Dalton Mayshore.
Number 1, Dalton Mayshore.
If you were watching last night's game, the starting 9 tonight for the Pickles, minus Nathan Shin pitching, obviously. Only change at catcher. First pitch over for a strike at 88. Two-seam fastball, 0-1. Walker's 0-1 on the way. Popped foul. Count goes to 0-2 on Mayshore. Zage Lancaster on deck. Doing well, Lewis. Hope you're having a great day. 0-2 pitch on the way. Over for a strike. Froze him with a 79-mile-an-hour slider. Back-to-back strikeouts for Hayden Walker.
Next up is your left fielder from the University of Hawaii.
Sage Lancaster to the plate.
Lancaster.
First pitch that Zage sees, check swing over for a strike at 90 miles an hour, a four-seam fastball. Wide and the 0-1 pitch on the way. That went outside, ball one. Missing at 80 with a slider. Count evens up on Lancaster. Glad you got off early tonight and are able to watch some West Coast League baseball, Lewis. Line and the 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on, and that one's going to be dumped into shallow right field. No, coming in and making the catch. Wow, what a play from Glowacki out there in right field. We'll call that L9, and that'll do it for your Pickles here in the first inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We're through a frame here at Walker Stadium. No score. Welcome back, friends, to the top of the second inning we go. Nathan Shin out for another inning's worth of work. It'll be Cooper Neville, Tommy Green, and Drew Giannini for the Kamloops NorthPaws here in the second. Sweet, we got Debbie and BFX P63 taking the under. I'm on y'all's team tonight. I'm usually opposite the press box. It looks like I've taken the under the last 6 games. First pitch, top 2, missing at 76. A change up, 1-0. Shin's next pitch missing away, 2-0. Another change up, that one in at 77. 2-0 swung and hit right back up the middle. Slowed down by Metcho, couldn't get a glove on it. Neville with a leadoff single. Feels like everything that's been hit has been right back up the middle. In Yakima Valley, the Pippins lead the Nanaimo Night Owls 3-0. That game in the top of the 4th inning. As Lewis alluded to earlier, the Corvallis Knights leading the Springfield Drifters by a score of 6-0. They are in the bottom of the 3rd in Corvallis. Shin comes set. Pitch on the way, bunt shown, pulled back. Yep, that was a strike. Didn't pull it back quickly enough. Looked like the pitch might have been low at 79. Up at Story Field in Longview, the College Black Bears leading the Walla Walla Sweets 4-0. That game in the bottom of the 3rd. Throw over to first base. Neville back standing. Bend Elks visiting the Raptors in Ridgefield. That game bottom 4. Raptors 1, Bend 0. Apple Sox and Port Angeles scoreless in the bottom of the 4th. Swung on and that one taken into center field. Stancato coming in and that one's going to fall in for a base hit. Neville moves down to second base. Tommy Green aboard with a single. First 2 batters have reached here in the second. And the only other game besides ours going on tonight in the West Coast League in Edmonton, the River Hawks trailing the Bellingham Bells by a score of 4-2. That game in the top of the 6th. Neville a lead at second, Green a lead at first. Metcho creeping in. Looks like he'll be taking care of the runner on second. Bunt shown and pushed foul on the left. 0-1, 76-mile-an-hour slider. Laid back crowd here at Walker Stadium so far this evening. Shin shakes off Bard. Now has the sign that he wants. Looks back at second, throw over. Ooh, that was close. Neville dive back safely. Shin comes set. 0-1 on the way. Pitch high, throw down to second from Luke Bard. Ooh, another close play. Also, nice throw from Luke Bard behind the dish. Well done. Neville gets his lead at second. Green the lead at first. Shin set. Bunted down the third baseline. Charging Jackson Waller. Throw over to first in time. 5-4. As Evan Cloyd was coming in, Armando Briseño runs over to cover. 5-4 fielder's choice. Or excuse me, sacrifice bunt. Runners advance 90 feet. Now runners on second and third. 1 down. That'll bring up left fielder Landon Clark. Landon Clark from Oakland University. Shin's first pitch to Landon, check swing. Went around, 0-1, 88-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball. Moldy Apples checking back in. Glad to have you. Meredith Henning, good to see you. Shin's 0-1 on the way, outside, ball 1. Count evens up on the NorthPaws left fielder. Shin now brings in the 1-1 high and outside. Ball 2. 77-mile-an-hour slider. 2-1 the count. Clark twirls the bat. Awaits the 2-1. Popped foul. On the right side. Stadium's not. Oh, no. That didn't go quite as far as I thought. Just behind the right field berm. Count 2-2. Shin gets his sign from Bard. Comes set as he looks back to second. Swung on and missed. He got him. Swung through an 90-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball. First strikeout for Nathan Shin, and it comes at a great time. Now 2 down with runners on at second and third for Bennett Frater. Frater's been behind the dish all 3 games this series for the NorthPaws. First pitch he sees from Nathan Shin. He fouls straight back 0-1. Shin sticking with the four-seam fastball. That one at 89. Shin set, 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on to the bouncer down the third base line, rolls foul. Wow, that was a race. Was the ball gonna make it to the bag in fair territory or not? That was a lot of patience and a gamble right there by Jackson Waller. Walker Stadium attendance starting to show a little bit of signs of life here as the temperature drops ever so slightly and the breeze picks up. Shin set. 0-2 pitch on the way. Just missing it. 91 miles an hour. A little extra on that. Just missing. Frater still behind in the count. 1-2. Pitch on the way. Swung on, and that would smack down the right field line, but foul. Again, no catch. Behind the right field berm. Now, 3rd or 4th of July when we have 1 million people out there on the right field berm? Right. So count stays 1-2. Shin brings in the next one, gets it down in the dirt. Runner goes from third, throw to home. Not quite in time. Sliding in safely, Cooper Neville. Wild pitch. All right, wild pitch scoring Cooper Neville. On the play, Tommy Green moving up to third. So NorthPaws scoring the first run of the game tonight. Shout out to the ground crew on that foul ball down the line. Not kidding, Ian. So Shin climbs back up on the bump. 2-2 the count now. Pitch on the way, outside at 91, ball 3, 3-2. In addition to shouting out the grounds crew, I'd like to shout out Donna and Dwayne in Georgetown, Texas, joining us on the broadcast. Glad to have you along. 3-2 pitch, missed ball 4. So Bennett Frater draws a 2-out walk. Runners now on the corners with 2 outs, and the lineup turns over for the NorthPaws. Tyler Glowacki back to the plate. Bard out from behind the plate. Gives the signs to the infielders. Settles back behind the dish. Glowacki fouls that one off to the left, 0-1. Tyler grounded out to Nathan Shin, who ended up having to take the ball to the bag by himself and won a foot race by a step and maybe a half. 0-1 pitch on its way, swung on and hit towards second. Persegno's got it. Over to first in time, 4-3 the put out, and that We'll do it for the NorthPaws here in the second inning, but they do get 1 run on a pair of base hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on. Friends, we are headed to the bottom of the second inning. Your score, 1-0 NorthPaws.
We have our water balloon toss competition.
All right, my bad. I forgot we were having a water balloon tossing contest in the second inning because it is Portland tap water night here at Walker Stadium.
First one's good. Take a step back. Toss. So far, so good. Toss. Oh, our winner, Alex and Tommy. Oh, they're showing off. Show notes. Show notes over there. Look
I do believe that's how a balloon toss is supposed to end anyway. For the Pickles in the bottom of the second inning, it'll be Evan Cloyd, Jesse Pearson, Jack Metcho. Kamloops able to push the first run of the ball game across last inning.
Leading off the bottom of the second for your Pickles, the first baseman from Cal Poly, number 34, Go Nuts for Evan Cloyd.
We are celebrating Portland tap water. Bubba, welcome to the broadcast. First pitch, bottom 2, over for a strike at 86 miles an hour, a 4-seam fastball, 0-1. We are selling authentic Portland tap water at the stadium tonight. 0-1 pitch swung on and hit down the third base line. Foul ball. That was close. Mags is out to have a discussion, and that is a short discussion as he returns to the Pickles dugout. Guessing it sort of went like, are you sure that was foul? That's what I said. Conversation over. Peter Winning looking for a pickle bomb this inning. Wind and the 0-2 pitch on the way outside, ball 1. 81 mile an hour changeup that was outside from the start and ended there as well. 1-2 pitch to Evans, swung on and hit out to left center field. It's going to end up being the center fielder, Jude Hall, making the play. P8 the put out on Evan.
Here's your right fielder.
So 1 away for right fielder, number 44, Jesse Pierce. Lewis obviously keeping his eye on the Knights game and the Pickles game. Pitch on the way, misses low at 88, ball 1. Pierce from the University of Nevada. Played his first game with the Pickles last night. 1-0 pitch on the way. That one over for a strike at 88. Count evens up at 1-1. Metcho on deck. Wind and the 1-1 pitch on the way. Low and inside, ball 2. 2-1. Shadows cover the entirety of the infield now. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and lined into left field. That's going to be a base hit. Pierce hits the bag at first, takes the turn towards second, and now retreats. First hit for his time here in Portland as a Pickle for Jesse Pierce. 1 on, 1 away, and that'll bring up tonight's shortstop, number 6, Jack Metcho. Metcho from the University of the Pacific. Walker's first pitch swung on and missed. Two-seam fastball at 88 miles an hour. 0-1. Metro steps back in. A one pitch over for a strike at 80 miles an hour. Count evens up at 1-1.
Let's go, Pickles. Let's go, Pickles.
Count 1-1, one down. Pierce on at first base. Pitch on the way, outside, ball 2, 2-1. Metro stands back in. Look at first, 1-2 pitch on the way, high, ball 2. Count evens up at 2-2, misses with a four-seam fastball at 88. Intern Annika up here once again making sure that we are fed, and I appreciate that. 2-2 pitch on the way. I'm gonna guess that bounced off of Frater's foot. At first I thought it bounced off of Metro's foot, but he didn't leave the box, so. We call that a wild pitch, Gary, I'm sorry? Or pass ball? Wild pitch, thank you. So Pierce now on in scoring position, 3-2 the count on Metro. Pitch on the way, got him looking, strike 3. 88 mile an hour, two-seam fastball. Third strikeout for Hayden Walker.
Now batting, the second baseman from Long Beach State, number 10, Armando Briseño.
Armando Briseño now to the plate. Up with 2 down and a runner on at second. First pitch he sees misses well away at 88, ball 1. Idaho Mash checking in, glad you could join us. Got Anonymous Freak as well, glad to have you along. Walker comes set. 1-0 pitch on the way, swung on and hit out towards right field. Going back on the ball, Tyler Glowacki, he ranges over, makes the play, and that will do it for your Pickles here in the second inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on through 2 frames here at Walker Stadium. NorthPaws 1, Pickles nothing.
Welcome to Stormbreaker Brewing, located off Mississippi Avenue in North Portland. Whether you're looking for something light, dark, hoppy, or not hoppy, we've got you covered. We've also got a full bar featuring seasonal handcrafted cocktails. Ooh. Complemented by an extensive menu with plenty of options to go. Come hang out by the fire pits for weekly trivia or book a private event. All ages are welcome, and don't forget to bring your dog.
Some play for the thrill, others the fortune. But the true legends, they play for the free drinks. Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA. Live rangerously.
We are now headed to the top of the third inning. For the NorthPaws, Jude Hall, Nathan Gray, and Joey Baron. Nathan Shin comes set. First pitch of the third inning, swung on, hit sharply to Armando Briseño at second, who throws over to Cloyd at first for 3, the put out on Jude Hall.
Batting for Kamloops, number 9,
Nathan Gray to the plate now, 0 for 1 today. Bounced out to Metro at short. Takes the first pitch he sees and spoils a foul to the right, an 80-mile-an-hour changeup, 0-1. Well, Lewis, thank you much for the compliment. I will definitely pass that along to Gary. Wind and the 0-1 pitch on the way, over for a strike. Two-seam fastball at 88. Shin quickly ahead in the count, 0-2. Shin wastes no time, brings in the 0-2, which is popped to the right side. Looks like it's going to be Jesse Pierce coming in to make the play. P9 the put out on Nathan Gray. Quick 2 down here in the top of the 3rd inning. That'll bring up designated hitter Joey Barron. Barron flew out to center his first time up. Knocks the dirt off his cleats and steps in. First pitch he sees, bunt shown pulled back over the outer part of the plate for a strike at 77 miles an hour, a changeup. Shin's 0-1 on the way. Bends across the plate for a strike at 77 miles an hour. Nice looking curveball. Count goes 0-2. Shin's 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Got him. Dropped by Luke Bard, who makes the tag. And that is a quick 3-up, 3-down inning for the NorthPaws. Friends, it is Portland tap water drinking contest time, so we are going to keep it here, and I will kick it down to Joe and JT.
Water. Not Jack Daniels.
We got our contestants here, Ben, Micah, Luke, and Mariah. They're ready to chug some water. Fox Stadium, I need your help. In 3, 2, 1, go. Chug, 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 chug. It's a lot of water. It's a lot of water. It's not going down easy. Oh no. They're slowing. He's going hard though. Oh, we got our winner! Ben, our winner, folks. Give it up for Ben. Slammed it.
The most hydrated man at Walker Stadium.
Sure is. Oh, we got a prize for you, Ben. It's Dylan's bath water. Where is it? Right here. Dylan's bath water for you. Cherish it.
I have so many questions after that contest. A of all, did I hear that that water was chunky? B of all, did I hear that the prize was some of Dylan's bath water? All right. Okay. Moving on. Oh, Annika brought us food. Yeah. Brosif Nurkic checking in. Glad you're able to join us early tonight, friend. It's going to be Luke Bard, Jackson Waller, and Kyler Stancato here in the 3rd inning. First pitch over for a strike at 88, 0-1. Yeah, Dylan's bathwater, that's a thing. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off to the right side. Count goes 0-2. Set, 0-2 pitch on the way, misses high and outside. That one at 80 miles an hour, changeup that got away from him from the beginning. Wouldn't Dylan's bathwater just be pickle juice? That's a fair question. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off to the right. Count stays at 1-2. Walker's 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on, and that one is hit out to left field, and it's gonna be held in. Landon Clark able to make the play. F7 the put out on Luke Bard, but he definitely gave that a ride.
Next up is your 3rd baseman from the University of Nevada, number 48, Chexx Waller.
So one away for third baseman Jackson Waller. First pitch he sees this ball game, misses away, ball one. 81-mile-an-hour changeup.
Let's go, Pickles.
Walker's 1-0 pitch on the way, over for a strike at 80 miles an hour. Move that one to the slider. Count 1-1. Wide of the pitch on the way. Check swing fouls that off into the netting on the right. Slider again, this one at 81. Count goes to 1-2. Wide of the 1-2 pitch. Fouled off at home plate. Count stays 1-2. Oh man, called into work at 3 a.m. That's rough. Walker into his motion, 1-2 on the way, swung on and popped foul towards the parking lot. Count stays at 1-2. Well, friends, you can follow the Portland Pickles on our unhinged social medias, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram all season long. You can find the team using the handle @PortlandPickles. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Ball dropped, Freighter down to first in time. Strikeout number 4 for Hayden Walker. 2-3 was the putout. Lineup turns over for your Pickles, and that brings up Kyler Stancato. Rick Heim is checking in from the Great Lakes. Glad to have you along again. Stancato came into the game 2 for 6 on the series, a pair of runs and a pair of walks. That pitch over for a strike. Slider at 80 miles an hour, 0-1. Oh, 1 fouled straight back into the netting. That one a 90-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball. Count goes 0-2. Mayshore on deck should Stancato reach. Walker waits for Kyler to step in. He has. 0-2 pitch on its way. Swung on and missed. Got away from Freighter. Another throw down to first base in time. So Stancato down on strikes for the second time this game. Strikeout number 5 for Hayden Walker, and that'll do it for your Pickles here in the third. No run, no hits, no errors, and no body left on. We are a third of the way through this baseball game. Your score, NorthPaws 1, Pickles nothing. Cooper Neville to lead off the top of the fourth here for Kamloops. First pitch he sees, bends in for a strike at 79, a changeup, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch fouled off to the right. Spoiled an 86-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball. Shin ahead in the count, 0-2. Neville reached on a single, scored on a wild pitch in the second. Swing and a foul at home plate. Count stays 0-2. pitch missing away at 88, ball one. Shin into his motion. 1-2 pitch on the way. Swung on to that one. Hit towards center field. Stancato drifting towards left and going back on the ball. Able to make the play in front of the Leatherman banner out there. F8 the put out on Cooper Neville. That'll bring up shortstop Tommy Green. Green coming in tonight, batting 149 so far in the West Coast League season. Shin into his motion, swung on and hit towards short. Metro has it, the throw over to first, in time. 6-3 the put out on Tommy Green. Quick 2 outs for Nathan Shin here in the 4th inning. That'll bring up third baseman Drew Giannini. Giannini lets out a sigh before he steps in the batter's box. First pitch he sees this at bat, over for a strike on the inner part of the plate. 77-mile-an-hour slider. Nice looking pitch from Shin. Into his motion already. 0-1 on the way. Misses low at 89, a 4-seam fastball. Count evens up at 1-1. Shin seems to have found a groove right now. Next pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off to the left. Count goes 1-2. Landon Clark taking practice swings on deck. 1-2 pitch on the way. Inside at 88. 4-seam fastball evens the count at 2-2. Giannini steps back in. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and popped up towards center field. Stancato drifting back, able to make the play a few steps in front of the warning track. P8 to put out on Drew Giannini, and that'll do it for Kamloops in the 4th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no body left on. Friends, we are going to keep the broadcast right here. I'm going to kick it down to Joe and JT for the wet t-shirt contest.
Yeah, here we go. It's time for a wet t-shirt contest, and I'm going to stop talking for a while. JT, take it over.
Yeah, it's a wet t-shirt contest. Get loud for that. We got Jet and we got Nick, and they were ready to have a wet t-shirt off. Never thought I'd be saying that to a mic, but here we go. All right. All ready? 3, 2, 1. Wet t-shirt off. Oh yeah. Cool, Dan, do something. Come on. Yeah. Oh. Jack and Nick. All right. Now it's the moment. Can I fire my boss, Walker Stadium? Do you know? Can I fire him? All right. Who's the winner, Walker Stadium? We got Cat, cheer for Jack. Pretty good cheers. Or is that Nick? I think I'm going to give it to Jack. Jack is our winner of the wet t-shirt contest. Although I think I should be the winner now. What?
Back to baseball, leading off the bottom of the 4th for Portland. Number 1, Dalton Mayshore.
Anonymous Freak, I think you had the same reaction that just about everybody in the press box did in the entirety of that comment. Well done. First pitch, bottom 4. That one's taken out to right field, but it's going to be Tyler Glowacki making the play. Dalton Mayshore flying out to right field.
Now batting. Number 14.
Gary Bryan was asking, how do you know how fast the ball is going when they pitch? When I talk about Matthew making me sound smarter than I am, that is what he is dealing with. He's dealing with TrackMan. And he's been training some of our interns this year to learn TrackMan as well. That is what allows us to know what the pitch speed is and the pitches are. It gives us a huge breakdown of pitch velocity, exit velocity on hits, distance the ball was hit, spin rate on the pitches, etc. 1-0 pitch. In there for a strike. Count goes to 1-1. No, I already had you on to talk about that, friend. You don't get to do it again. At least not right now. Wide in the 1-1 pitch to Sage Lancaster. Check swing. Did not go. Count goes to 2-1. We will do it again, but just not right now, friend. No, I'll definitely have you back on, no doubt. 2-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. Yeah, now that we talk about TrackMan, it's deciding not to work. That's funny. That is, all of the on-brand stuff here. Hayden Walker's 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on, and that one hit out to right or left center field. Excuse me. Nicely tracked by Jude Hall out there. Makes the play. 2 down for your Pickles.
Number 34, Evan Lloyd.
So quick 2 down for the Pickles here in the 4th inning. That brings up first baseman Evan Cloyd. Cloyd flew out to center his first time up. Pitch on the way. That plunked him. Clint Baxter checking in on him, making sure he's okay. Evan aboard via the HBP.
Next up for Portland, number 44. Make a loud noise for Jesse Pierce.
So Jesse Pierce back up for his second time. Singled his first time up in the second, advanced to second on a wild pitch. And the first offering misses away, ball 1. Slider at 78 miles an hour. Cloyd gets a lead over at first base. Walker's 1-0 pitch in the dirt. Nice stop by Bennett Frater. 87 mile an hour, 2-seam fastball, 2-0. Sun just starting to duck behind the trees out in left. Cloyd gets his lead, 2-0 pitch on the way, misses high, ball 3, 3-0. Metro on deck for the Pickles should Jesse Pierce reach. Walker comes set. 3-0 on the way. Outside, ball 4. 4-pitch walk for Jesse Pierce. Evan Cloyd moves down to second.
Next up for Portland, number 6.
2 on, 2 down, and that'll bring up Jack Metcho.
Metcho.
Metcho getting a nice round of applause here at Walker Stadium. Metcho coming into tonight's game batting .338. Look back towards second. First pitch of the at-bat. Over for a strike at 87. 2-seam fastball, 0-1. Metcho leads the team with doubles with 5 and RBIs with 18. A double here would give him an RBI most likely, as that pitch over for a strike at 79, 0-2. Heck, a double might get him 2. As nice as that would be, he finds himself behind in the count, 0-2. Walker comes set, look back at second, pitch on the way, over for a strike, got him looking. Metcho just got tossed. Metcho struck out and just got tossed. Clint Baxter with a short fuse tonight. Mags coming out to have a conversation. Might want to be careful because Baxter sure didn't let Metcho say anything before running him. Tim Montoya coming over. Metcho being escorted back to the dugout area. Mags still having a conversation with Clint Baxter on the third baseline. Luke Bart has already popped out of the dugout. He's behind the plate now. Nathan Shin walking out to the mound. They seem unsure whether or not they should start warm-up pitches. Mags still going at Clint Baxter. Seems to be a pretty civil conversation between the two, but you can tell that Mags is not happy about this situation whatsoever. Whatever magic word it was, Metcho must have said it quickly, and that was cause for get and run. Frater's out on the mound with Nathan Shin right now as Mags continues the conversation. Tim Montoya is still listening in. That is Montoya on the right, Clint Baxter on the left. Crowd cheering on Coach Mags as he returns to the Pickles dugout. Sorry, what was that? So Mags is going to come out. Metcho was down on strikes, caught looking, and he got tossed. That was the 6th strikeout. Thank you, friends. So that was the 6th strikeout for Hayden Walker, and we are going to find out who replaces Jack Metcho at short. Mags taking the opportunity to get in a few more words with the umpiring crew. And now returns to the dugout. So playing short, taking over at shortstop, that is number 5, Alejandro Garza.
In partnership with Foster Outdoor, the Picks are proud to host frontline personnel, teachers, and students, community members each home game of the Foster Outdoor Community Club.
So Garza will take over for Metcho at short and bat in his place in the order.
Historic Phoenix Pharmacy built down 67 and Southeast Foster. Leading off the top of the 5th, number 31, Landon Clark.
Landon Clark, Bennett Frater, and Tyler Glowacki for the NorthPaws here in the top of the 5th inning. Well, that was a wild end to the 4th. Holy cow. I was busy calling all of that. I did not see all of y'all's reaction in the chat. First pitch of the 5th inning taken into left field, ranging over Zage Lancaster to make the play. Call that L7 on Landon Clark. Mags does seem to know where the line is. And assuming we're not talking about the third base line on which he was standing while he was having his conversation with the home plate umpire. Shin's first pitch of this at-bat misses away, ball 1. A slider at 75 that didn't really break much. Probably made a comment about the umpire's mother. I hope not. That's not good. 1-0 pitch fouled back. Count evens up at 1-1. Presumably a swears. Yeah. Shin's 1-1 pitch on the way. Misses low at 88, ball 2, 2-1. Shin now brings in the 2-1, low, ball 3, 3-1. Shin has his sign from Luke Bard. 3-1 on its way. Swung on that one, taken out into right center field. Going back on the ball. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Stancato's got it. Throws into second, and a stand-up double for Bennett Frater. Second time Frater has been aboard tonight. Mags was tossed earlier in the season, that's right. So Mags and Metcho have both been tossed this season here at Walker Stadium. Can we get more of the dolphin noise, please? I think that'll help get the offense going. Well, we'll wait till we're at bat and then do that. Yes, fouled off to the left. Frater out at second, Glowacki at the plate. Shin stares in. Now comes set at the belt. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung and hit up the middle. Nice job by Briseño getting to it, and a nice throw over to first base. 4-3 the put out on Glowacki, advancing to third on the play. Bennett Frater. Nice play by Briseño. Oh man, watching Bobby Cox get tossed in Atlanta when he was coaching the Braves. Good times. Dylan Hooten giving Ron the K-Man flowers in the chat. First pitch to Jude Hall over for a strike at 77, 0-1. That is Ron the K-Man out in left field. Hangs the strikeout K's for the Pickles, 0-1. Slow bouncer towards second, over to first in time. 4-3 the put out on Jude Hall, and that will do it for the NorthPaws here in the fifth inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and one runner left on. Fans, we've got Dizzy Bat. Remember to pick your cheaters and put them in the chat before everything starts. We'll kick it down to JT and Joe Simons.
I assume water's involved.
Maybe, maybe not. We'll see, Joe. But all I know is we got our contestants here, Dan, Kyle, and Teal. We're lining them up right now. I'm going to spin them. They're going to try to get an ice cream sandwich. The rest is going to be history. All right. Walker Stadium, count me down. 3, 2, 1, spin! Spin. Spin. Keep spinning. Keep spinning. Bat on the ground. Bat on the ground. Keep spinning. Whoa. Oh, no! Oh, Teal! Teal is trying to take people out. We're still spinning, though. Keep going. Keep spinning. Keep spinning. Keep spinning. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. We're always going into the dugout. Oh, my goodness. Are we going to have a winner, folks? Nobody's even... Come on, Teal. You can do it. Dylan. Oh! Now they're fighting for it. Dan, our winner! Dan got the ice cream sandwich. That's how you play Dizzy Bat.
I don't know if it is.
It shouldn't be, but that's how we play tonight.
Yeah. We'll try again this weekend.
I feel like that was a bigger train wreck than it should have been. Well, what are you gonna do? To the bottom of the fifth inning we go. Armando Briseño, Luke Bard, and Jackson Waller due up for the Pickles.
Bottom of the fifth for Portland. Number 10, Armando Briseño.
Ian, you're not wrong. There is always at least one person cheating at Dizzy Bat. Oh, first pitch, bottom 5, missing up at 87, 1-0. Briseño flew out to right to end the second inning. 1-0 pitch on the way, bounced foul. Count evens up at 1-1. Walker kicks at some dirt on the mound. Briseño steps back in, 1-1 on the way, over for a strike at 79, a slider. Count goes to 1-2.
Let's go, Pickles.
Briseño takes that and pops it to first base. Foot race to the bag, out. 3-1 the put out on Briseño. High chopper to first. Well played by Nathan Gray.
Next up for
One away for the Pickles here in the
Number
bottom of the
33.
fifth, and that'll bring up the catcher, Luke Bard.
Bard.
Happy birthday to Eric
First pitch misses away, 1-1, change up at 82. Line in the 1-0 pitch on the way. Over the inner part of the plate for a strike. Two-seam fastball at 88. Count evens up at 1-1. Next pitch outside, ball 2. 2-1. Joe Simon's doing shout outs below. I got one of my own I'd like to send. Murphy Ginger's birthday today. Happy birthday, Murph. Next pitch misses up, 3-1. Bart flew out to left field his last time up. Awaits the 3-1, swung on and popped up right side. Is not going to stay in play. Oh, off the metal stands. Nobody could make the catch, and then it bounced over the backside down to the Atlas Pizza bunker. No souvenir for you. Line and the 3-2 pitch on the way outside, ball 4. Luke Bard aboard with a walk. One on, one away for third baseman, number 48, Jackson Waller.
Next up for Portland, number 48, Jackson Waller.
Walker comes set at the waist, looks over at first, brings in the first pitch of the at-bat, swung through and missed. 80-mile-an-hour slider, 0-1 on Waller. Walker on the mound, Waller at the plate. Oh, the legend of the missing Rallygator. 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Wild pitch. So Luke Bard advancing on the wild pitch. 0-2 the count on Waller. Yes, we'll take any walks. All of the walks. Bard now on in scoring position, has his lead. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on a little inside out blooper, and that is going to get down into shallow left field for a base hit. That gets Luke Bard over to third. Bloop single for Jackson Waller. Runners on the corners, one down.
Now batting, number 16, Tyler Stancato.
Turns the lineup over for Kyler Stancato. Bennett Frater out from behind the dish, giving the signs to the infield and the outfield. Stancato has struck out twice tonight. Pitch on the way, bunt shown, pulled back. Pitch low and outside at 89. 1-0. Waller gets his lead at first. Bard a short lead at third. Walker's 1-0 pitch, outside, ball 2, just missing with a four-seam fastball at 88.
Let's go, Pickles.
Sorry, TJ, you're gonna have to let me know who Schwaz is. Not drawing a blank on that right now. 2-0 pitch on the way, low and in the dirt, gets away from Frater. Luke Bard coming home, he's gonna make it safely. Luke Bard coming in to score on the wild pitch, and friends, it is time to raise those chairs. So 3-0 the count on Stancato. Luke Bard came in to score. Jackson Waller moved up to second base. Go ahead run in scoring position. 3-0 pitch on the way. High and inside, ball 4. So Kyler Stancato aboard for the first time tonight. Runners now on at first and second. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Dalton Mayshore. And we got a mound visit by pitching coach Jose Bautista for the Kamloops NorthPaws. Bennett Frater out from behind the plate as well. Bautista with a casual stroll out there to the bump. Across the scoreboard, 1 run on 4 base hits and no errors for the NorthPaws. 1 run on 2 base hits and no errors for your Portland Pickles. Broadcasting tonight's game from you live above the party deck here at Walker Stadium. I'm Mike Chexx, working alongside Gary Crow, Sam, Nick, Malachi, and many others, bringing you tonight's game.
Back to baseball. Here he is, what's doing for real, Dalton Mayshore.
Dalton Mayshore to the plate. First pitch he sees from Walker. He takes out to left field. Will it stay fair? It will not. Gave that a ride, but could not keep it fair. 0-1 on Mayshore. Steps back in, twirls the bat around a couple times. Walker comes set at the waist, looks back at second. 0-1 on the way, floats in high. Slider at 79. Started out too high to drop into the zone. Stancato gets his lead at first. Waller his lead at second. Pitch on the way, swung on and fouled back. You know, friend, we installed netting behind home plate last year. That ball's not gonna come back and hit you in the camera, friend. It's all good. It's all right. It's all right. Count 1 and 2. See, the thing is, the next time he doesn't flinch, it's going to come over the net and actually into the press box. Yeah, that one missing, ball 2. 79-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch. Count evens up on Dalton Mayshore. Zage Lancaster on deck. Look back at second, 2-2 pitch on the way, outside, ball 3. 87-mile-an-hour two-seam missing away. Audrey L. cheering on Dalton. Walker comes set, 3-2 pitch on the way, runners go, swung on, and that one's taken out to left field. And the catch is made. Everybody's got to go back, and that's not gonna work. Well, that'll do it for your Pickles rally here in the 5th inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on. Friends, to the top of the 6th we go. Tied at 1 here at Walker Stadium.
Not everyone is blessed with the body of an elite athlete or the beard of an angel, but John Daly is. And even he uses the Beard Hedger Pro Kit from Manscaped. It's got everything a beard needs to live its best life. And if you think his beard looks good, you should see his stroke. Order the Beard Hedger Pro Kit at manscaped.com.
8.5.
Stronger.
9%.
Yes.
9.5% ABV.
Juice Force IPA. Live rangerously.
Tired of beer? Tired of beer that's just too bland? No problem! Introducing the amazing Voodoo Ranger IPA. It's bright, poppy, plus you can take it almost anywhere. So stop drinking boring beer and start living rangerously today.
All righty, friends, welcome back. We have a new pitcher on the mound. That is Cade Reitzenstein. Mags having an elongated conversation once again with Clint Baxter. I'm not sure what's going on. And now Coach Brian Grant is out. What is going on down there? Okay, maybe taking a ring off or a bracelet. Whatever the case may be, Reitzenstein takes over for Nathan Shin, who goes 5 innings, scatters 4 hits, gives up 1 run, walks a batter, and strikes out 2. Cade on to face Nathan Gray, Joey Barron, and Cooper Neville here in the 6th. First pitch swung on and hit into left field, and that's going to get down for a base hit. Drops in front of Zage Lancaster. Leadoff single for the NorthPaws, and that'll bring up designated hitter Joey Barron. Yeah, it is going to be a very pretty sunset out here this evening. Sun about halfway down behind the trees out in left. Lights have been on here for a while at the walk. Still be a little bit before they take effect. Reitzenstein slings it over to first, diving back safely Nathan Gray. Madre checking into the chat. Glad you could join us. Reitzenstein's pitch. Nice bunt out in front of the mound. Reitzenstein's got it. Oh, throw over to first and in time. 1-3 the put out. Evan Cloyd able to reel that in on the play. Nathan Gray moving down to second.
Now batting number 7, Cooper Neville.
So go ahead run in scoring position for Kamloops. Cooper Neville to the plate. Cade's got his sign, comes set. Stares back at second. Pitch on the way, outside, ball 1. Got to ride JG letting us know that that Gray kid just graduated high school in Arizona 30 days ago. He's out on second right now, swung on and hit. Nice scoop by Alejandro Garza, goes to the bag for the unassisted 6U double play. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. Friends, we're gonna keep it right here because it is our Dylan versus Fan bucket race. We'll kick it down to Joe and JT.
So we'll see how this goes. We lined up? We're lined up. All right, Walker Stadium, help me count them down. In 3, 2, 1, race! Oh. Man's got some wheels. Get on your horse now.
He's slowing down, Dylan. Catch him.
Come on, Dale. We're rooting for you.
He dumped the water out. He dumped the water out by a sound of applause. Does that mean he wins? Boo if you think not. Cheer if you think he does. That's pretty split. JT, what's your call, buddy?
fan wins. I think fan
Reluctantly. I think that's right. I think that's right.
We'll get him next time, Dale.
All right, Pickles fans, if you can't make it to a game in person, check out the broadcast presented by Venice Health on YouTube and Facebook. Mike Chexx getting it done. We love Mike Chexx. Leading off the bottom of the sixth for Portland, number 14, Sage Lancaster.
So after a great play at shortstop by Alejandro Garza with the unassisted double play,
If you purchase a launcher ball,
we've got Sage Lancaster, Evan Cloyd, and Jesse Pierce for your Pickles in the bottom of the sixth. Still tied at 1. Walker shakes off Ryder. Now with the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and popped up. Right side of the infield.
Once again, go to the left field foul pole.
Nathan Gray
Launcher ball. We're going to launch those balls after this.
hauls that in. P3 the put out on Sage Lancaster. Evan Cloyd to the plate.
Number 34, Evan Cloyd.
Cloyd hit by a pitch his last time up. Flew out to center to lead off the second. Takes a look at the first pitch, missing high at 87, a two-seam fastball. 1-0. Walker's 1-0 pitch, outside, ball 2. Two-seam fastball at 86, missing this time. Cloyd ahead in the count, 2-0. Walker winds and deals, swung on and hit down the third base line. Drew Giannini making a great play. Throw over to first base in time. 5-3 the put out on Evan Cloyd.
Get to the left field foul pole with your launcher balls right now, Walker Stadium.
2 down, bottom of the sixth inning, and right fielder Jesse Pierce to the plate.
Batting, number 44, Jesse Pierce.
Pierce has reached base both times he's been up tonight. First pitch he sees this at bat, misses. 80-mile-an-hour slider. Thank you. 1-0. Walker brings in the next one, which is fouled off to the right. Count evens up at 1-1. All right.
Tell me my name. He gets free pickle chips. I don't think anybody can do it.
1-1 the count on Pierce. Wind of the pitch on the way. Over for a strike at 88.
Nobody knows my name.
Count goes to 1-2. Justice for Jack, y'all. Oh. Wind and the 1-2 on the way. Missing, ball 2. Slider at 80 miles an hour. Oh, I feel like this night is slowly devolving into silliness. Wind and the 2-2 pitch on the way. Check swing, doesn't matter. Called strike 3. Jesse Pierce caught looking. Nice looking slider there. Pierce down on strikes. The strikeout number 7 for Hayden Walker, and that'll do it for the Pickles here in the 6th inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, and nobody left. We'll be back in just a moment. No score here at Walker Stadium.
Those balls. That's right. Danger.
Welcome to Stormbreaker Brewing, located off Mississippi Avenue in North Portland. Whether you're looking for something light, dark, hoppy, or not hoppy, we've got you covered. We've also got a full bar featuring seasonal handcrafted cocktails. Ooh. Complemented by an extensive menu with plenty of options to go. Come hang out by the fire pits for weekly trivia or book a private event. All ages are welcome, and don't forget to bring your dog.
8.5?
Stronger.
9%?
Yes.
9.5% ABV!
Juice Force IPA. Live rangerously.
Welcome back, friends. It is this game. We are already headed to the top of the 7th inning. Tied at 1. 1 run on 5 hits and no errors for the NorthPaws. 1 run, 2 hits, no errors for your Pickles. Cade Reitzenstein's first pitch of the 7th fouled off. 86 mile an hour, 2-seam fastball, 0-1. As his sign from Bard into his motion, 0-1 pitch missing inside, 1-1. Silliness is always okay, win, lose, or draw. Silliness is just more enjoyable when we win. Line to the 1-1 on the way. That one floats in for a strike. 78 mile an hour slider. Count goes to 1-2. Reitzenstein has the sign he's looking for. Pitch on the way, hit up the middle. Off of Cade's glove. He recovers. No! Couldn't find the handle. Infield single for Tommy Green. So leadoff batter reaches for the NorthPaws, and that's going to bring up third baseman Drew Giannini. Well, Audrey, you're not wrong. We just had that conversation here in the press box. Reitzenstein comes set. First pitch, the at-bat swung on, hit towards second. Runner was going. Only play is going to be to first in time. 6-3 the putout. Green was running on the pitch and is at second base now.
Now batting number 31, Lents Park.
So go ahead, run on in scoring position once again for the NorthPaws. Landon Clark to the plate. 1 down, top 7. Reitzenstein looks back at second. Pitch on the way, low in the dirt. Nice stop by Luke Bard. Change up at 80 missing. Count 1-0. Clark stands in ready. Cade has his sign. Looks back towards second. Runner goes, 1-0 pitch on the way, low. Throw down to third, a little bit high and sliding in safely, Tommy Green. Got a stolen base there. Tommy Green, that's his 8th stolen base this season. Reitzenstein comes set. 2-0 pitch on the way. Swung on, inside out swing. That's just gonna get over Garza's head. It's short and into left field. Coming in to score on the play, Tommy Green, RBI single for Landon Clark.
Now batting number 38, Ben Prater.
So NorthPaws taking a 2-1 lead now, 1 down here in the top of the 7th inning. Bennett Frater at the plate. Landon Clark on at first, throw over to first. Landon dives back safely. Cade has his sign. Another throw over to first. Eisenstein set. Another throw over to first base. Freiter just standing there at the plate awaiting the first pitch. Clark gets his lead over at first again. Pitch on the way, runner goes, throw down to second. Got him! What a snag by Garza! Jumped into the air over the sliding Landon Clark, caught the ball and dropped the tag. Oh, was that not Garza? I thought that was 2-6. I thought that was Garza who came across. That was Armando Briseño, apparently. 2-4 on the put out. Nice job by Briseño. Well, this time it was Tim Montoya getting an earful. So Landon Clark caught stealing. Two away now for the NorthPaws. 1-0 pitch to Bennett, over for a strike at 89 miles an hour. Two-seam fastball evens the count at 1-1. What's wrong with the live stays on point streak? I'm not sure. I will pass that on. 4-3 the put out. Bennett Freiter down, and that will end the top of the 7th inning, but not before another run is pushed across by the NorthPaws. 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left. Fans, it's time to stretch. We'll come back to Walker Stadium with the bottom of the 7th in just a moment.
It is the middle of the 7th inning.
Welcome back, baseball friends. Gary is working on the point streak issue that we are having. He is aware of it, but thanks for letting us know, Jeff. John N. checking in, RH Signs in the chat as well. Glad to have you all along with us this evening. Visiting NorthPaws currently with a 2-1 lead, and we have a new pitcher out there on the mound. It is getting loud in here.
Actually, let's check with the picnic tables. I'm actually concerned.
I'm not sure there's much signs of life out there.
That is David Young, the pitcher, number 17 from Grayson County College.
Leading off the bottom of the 7th from Cal Poly, number 5. Alejandro Garza.
Wouldn't it be awesome to see Greg Popovich in a uniform? Alejandro Garza, Armando Briseño, and Luke Bard due up here in the 7th for the Pickles. Hayden Walker goes 6 innings. Scatters 2 hits, does give up a run, struck out 7. Walked 3 and hit 1 is what I've got in my scorebook. I just got handed a jar of bathwater. That's great, Ron. That's first pitch of the at-bat over for a strike. 82 miles an hour, 0-1. Neon's next pitch missing away. Count goes to 1-1. Still trying to decide if this is a straight sidearm or if he's just a little below the 90-degree angle on the release. I still can't quite tell. Pitch missing away, ball 2, 82 mile an hour, two-seam fastball.
You know it's you. Come here.
David comes set. 2-1 on the way. Swung on and a bouncer towards the left side. Charging Drew Giannini, excuse me, the throw over in time. 5-3 the put out on Garza.
Next up for Portland.
I don't go about delivering you cookies on the 12th since no outside food is allowed. If you tell the folks at the ticket window that you have something for me, I think they will let you in. They're pretty good about that. I appreciate that, Hillary. Thank you. First pitch to Briseño, popped up to center field. Jude Hall reels it in. F8 the put out on Briseño. A quick 2 outs for your Pickles here in the 7th.
Once again, we're looking for, I'm going to say Dash.
Looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for Luke Bard.
Nate Lemkin.
Number 39. Yep, got it. Thank you, Gary. I was trying to figure out if that's what was going on. Andrew McKenna coming out to pinch hit for Luke Bard.
But Nate Lemkin, get up here. Oh, also jersey raffle time. Get out your tickets for the jersey raffle. All right, you got 3 seconds.
At least I'm pretty sure it's going to be Andrew McKenna.
Jersey raffle winner, the ticket number 293-6835. One more time.
Well, at one point we had 3 people over there in the on-deck area, so.
On the party deck, you won an autographed jersey signed by all
Mags letting Clint Baxter, our home plate umpire, know what the plan is.
Is this our winner, or you just want to say hi to Dylan?
Can we do DoorDash to you? No, the only issue is that the fine folks at PDX Cookie Company are only open from 4 to 10 in the evening, and I do not wish to pay DoorDash delivery fees, so I will figure out a way to make this work. Andrew McKenna taking over for Luke Bard, coming in to pinch hit and will most likely end the evening behind the plate. McKenna here with 2 outs, nobody on in the 7th. First pitch he sees, over for a strike at 84, 0-1, two-seam fastball. Well, it's just that all the pregame and everything happens, and then the game happens, and I just have not made it over there in time. Wind and the 0-1 pitch on the way, misses low and outside, ball 1. That one a two-seam fastball. Neon comes set, 1-1 pitch on the way, swung on and hit out to left field, but unfortunately pretty much right at Landon Clark. L7 the put out on McKenna, and that will do it for the Pickles here in the 7th. No runs, no hits, no errors, and no body left. We are headed to the top of the 8th inning here at Walker Stadium. Your score, Kamloops 2, Portland 1.
Once again, the winner of the jersey.
Some play for the thrill. others the fortune. But the true legends, they play for the free drinks. Voodoo Ranger Juicy Haze IPA. Live rangerously.
Alrighty, baseball friends, welcome back. New pitcher on the mound for your Portland Pickles. That is number 7. Max Jones, the right-hander from University of San Francisco, takes over for Cade Reitzenstein, who goes 2 innings, scattering 2 hits, gives up a run, does not walk a batter, does not strike out a batter. Also behind the plate now, that is Andrew McKenna. They should make dill pickle flavor Dippin' Dots. Well, we got the fine folks from Nico's making the dill flavored ice cream, or dill pickle flavored ice cream here, which is an experience unto itself.
Justin is our jersey raffle winner. This is where you applaud for Dustin. There we go.
So Tyler Glowacki, Jude Hall, and Nathan Gray for the NorthPaws here in the 8th inning. Quite a pitching duel. There was a pregame show. Mags and myself and Ron the K-Man hung out for a little while before tonight's game. RH Science, have you had the dill pickle flavored ice cream? Pardon me. We did try that up in the press box earlier this season. So McKenna heads back to the plate, signals to his infielders, shakes hands with our home plate umpire Clint Baxter. Everybody's settled for the start of the 8th now. Wide and the pitch on the way, missing low at 86. Started out with a 4-seam fastball, 1-0. No, I'm not doubting you. I just want to make sure you tried it. 1-0 pitch on the way. That one hit Baxter. Okay, that's why it popped away so far. Gary letting me know it hit him in the shin guards, and you can see him walking that off a little bit. Andrew McKenna will go hand deliver a baseball back to Max Jones. Give Clint a moment to walk that off. Oh no, RH, even though the flavor wasn't my favorite, I completely endorse it for the experience alone. Everybody should try the dill pickle flavored ice cream. Two of the folks that I like to hang out with here down in Portland came to a game one night and split one of the containers amongst themselves, and they polished it all off. They were both big fans. Tip of the cap to them. Jones comes set, 2-0 pitch on the way. Bunt shown, pitch over for a strike at 86 miles an hour. 2-1. Well, Mason, I'm sorry to hear you broke your toe today, friend. That's rough. Would have been nice to have you at the ballpark. We do have more games this summer. That one hit towards second. Briseño's got it. Throw over to first in time for 3. The put out on Glowacki. 3rd time in a row, Glowacki's been retired for 3. Okay, now I don't know that we needed that last bit, RH. One away here, top of the 8th inning. Jude Hall, the center fielder, up. First pitch he sees here in the 8th. He swings on and pops into shallow left field. Everybody giving chase, but it falls in. Throw into second or shallow right field. Well, that was your Little League defensive play of the game. 7-9-3, is that what it was, Gary? So your basic 7-9-3 put out after a single. And here I thought we were done with the silliness for the evening. Shame on me. 2 away now for first baseman Nathan Gray. First pitch to Gray gets away from McKenna. 74-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch, missing 1-0. Gray comes set at the belt, brings in the 1-0 pitch, swung on, and that one hit it sharply into left field. That'll be a base hit as Zage Lancaster gets the ball back into the infield. Second straight time Nathan Gray has been aboard. Yes, at this point, Debbie will take any out that we can get. Oh, Jeff just missed the 7-9-3, had 6-9-3 on the bingo card. Jones looking to get out of the inning. He comes set. First pitch to Baron, swung on and missed. 0-1. 81-mile-an-hour changeup.
Let's go, Pickles.
Runner goes, 0-1 pitch. Oh no, did not go. Thought he took off there. My apologies. Swung through an 80-mile-an-hour changeup. Joey Baron behind in the count, 0-2. Joe Simons egging our crowd on to make some noise. Max Jones comes set, 0-2 pitch on the way, misses high and outside, ball 1. For your Pickles in the bottom of the 8th inning, it's going to be Jackson Waller, Kyler Stancano, and Dalton Mayshore. 1-2 pitch on the way, swung on and hit to Briseño at second, he's got it. The throw over to Evan at first, 4-3 the put out, and that will retire the NorthPaws here in the 8th inning. No runs, 2 hits, no errors, and 1 runner left on to the bottom of the 8th we go. Pickles needing 1 to tie. They trail 2-1.
Hey, don't judge me. I'm waiting to run my dishwasher and get my laundry done after this peak time event is over. You know, those times when you get rewarded for shifting your energy use away from the times when energy use is high or prices are expensive. And when we all just shift a little, it helps bring more sustainable resources into the mix. So relax. Learn more about shifting energy today at portlandgeneral.com/shift.
Pickles looking for a rally here. Draven Nushida to the plate.
From Cal State Fullerton, number 36, Draven Nushida.
So Nushida taking over for Jackson Waller in the lineup. David Yeon out on the mound. He His first pitch, bottom 8, missing away, ball 1. Started out with an 88-mile-an-hour two-seam fastball. Eon comes set. 1-0 pitch on the way. In there for a strike. Count evens up at 1-1. Eon comes set. 1-1 pitch on the way. Swung on and missed. That one get a piece of Baxter too? Couldn't quite tell. Count 1-2 on Nushida. I love the llama in that commercial. We'll totally shout out the llama, Ross. One-two pitch on the way. Outside, ball 2. Dylan's got one of the remaining Rally Gators here at Walker Stadium. JK checking in. Glad to have you along. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off at the plate. Four-seam fastball at 91. Count evens up at 2-2.
Rally Gator.
Well, they started in unison. It has devolved from there. 2-2 pitch on the way. Outside, ball 3. Two-seam fastball missing an 87. Yeah, we might need to adjust the aperture out in center field. We'll see what we can do. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled back. Nice job by Nushida there, fought that one off. Well, we still had at least one of the Rally Gators here. I think there still might actually be 2 left. I do not know for certain, though. Wind in the 3-2 pitch on the way, swung on and fouled off above the Pickles dugout. Paul Smithson checking in. Glad to have you joining us, friend. Pickles looking for a rally here in the 8th. David Yeon comes set at the waist. 3-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and fouled off the left tone pole. Lewis reminded me that I should probably check the West Coast League scores, letting us know the Knights are up 10-2. Is 1 on the scoreboard still? Yes, it's 2-1. Sorry, 3-2 pitch on the way, swung on and popped up. Pitch number 11 coming up. Just in this at-bat, 3-2 swung on and hit up the middle, ranging over Cooper Neville, the throw to first, in time, 4-3 the put out on Draven Nushida. Close play.
Here's your center fielder, number 16, Kyler.
Unlimited Rally Gators left. Friend, don't go saying that in the chat. You're gonna have more of those Rally Gators walking out of here, and we don't need that. Been quite the pitcher's duel tonight. Kyler Stancato at the plate. Drew a walk his last time up. Takes a look at the first pitch go by, a two-seam fastball at 84, 0-1. 0-1 pitch on the way, misses well outside. Breaking ball that didn't break. One might argue it was broken from the beginning. I don't know. Eon comes set. 1-1 pitch on the way in, that hit him. Stan Cottle will take the HBP. Tying run aboard. And that'll bring up your designated hitter, number 1, Dalton Mayshore.
Dalton Mayshore.
Should be pointed out that Stan Cotto's got 5 stolen bases on the season. He's on at first. Oh my gosh, Ross. Eon set at the belt, pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Nice looking two-seam fastball at 80 miles an hour, 0-1. Are we trying to start the wave again? All right. Walker Stadium, you do you, friends. Eon comes set. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and hit into left field. That's gonna get through for a base hit. Stan Cotto moves up to second. Dalton Mayshore with a single.
All right, Walker Stadium, the time is now. Here is your left fielder. No, hold that thought. Hold that thought.
Mound visit. Bennett Frater out behind the plate, coming out to have a conversation with David Yeon.
Let's go, Pickles. Let's go, Pickles.
No wave, more Louie. Paul Smithson and I seem to like our baseball peripherals the same. Jose Bautista, the pitching coach, out of the dugout for Kamloops. Clint Baxter coming out. Jose Bautista returning to the dugout. Bennett Frater still out there having a conversation with his pitcher, David Yeon.
All right, Pickles fans. Now batting, number 14, Sage Lancaster.
Number 14 on his back, number 1 in your heart. Today's left fielder, Sage Lancaster at the dish. First pitch he sees from Yeon, swung on and missed. 78-mile-an-hour changeup, 0-1. Mr. X with a big night last night. See if he can come through in the clutch here again. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Swung through another changeup, this one at 79. Count goes to 0-2 on Sage. Evan Cloyd on deck. Yeon comes set. Looks at second. 0-2 pitch, outside, ball 1. 70-mile-an-hour slider that was wide. Feel like that syncopated drumming, and that is surprising. And 1-2 pitch on the way, outside, ball 2. Four-seam fastball at 88 miles an hour. Count evens up at 2-2 on Lancaster. Getting a tad noisy here at Walker Stadium. 2-2 pitch on the way, inside, ball 3. Missing with a 78-mile-an-hour changeup. Couldn't get Lancaster to bite on it. Count is full. 1 down. Mayshore on at first, and Cotto on at second. Your Pickles down by a run as we play here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Yeon comes set at the belt. Looks back at short. 3-2 on the way. Swung on and popped up. Into shallow right field, going back as the second baseman. He is able to make the play. Cooper Neville. P4 the put out on Lancaster. Two away now for your Pickles, and that brings up your first baseman, number 34, Evan Cloyd. Remember, Stan Cotto out on second base, has some speed, 5 stolen bases already this season. Dances off second base, pitch on the way, swung on, bounced down the third base line, but foul. We got a drum corps down below us, it sounds like. Yeon glances back at second. 0-1 on the way. Misses. Slider at 71 miles an hour.
Rally Gator.
Yeon's 1-1 pitch, swung on, inside out, blooper, and that's gonna get down into center field for a base hit. Stan Cotto rounding third. Throw back into the infield, gets all the way to the catcher, but it doesn't matter. Stan Cotto in standing. Raise those cheers. Your Pickles have tied it here in the bottom of the 8th inning with an RBI single from Evan Cloyd. Get Kevin on the snare. Pardon me. And I believe that is head coach Keith Francis out of the dugout. And friends, it looks like we are going to have a pitching change here for the NorthPaws. We're going to take a quick break. We will be back in just a moment. Your score on the board now, Kamloops 2, Portland 2.
What do you think, son? 8 or 9?
For that, I'd use this.
Manscaped, huh? Son, back in my day, ladies loved grass in the fairways.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's not for down there. The beard hedge is for your face.
Oh, really?
The Beard Hedger features a rotary zoom wheel that provides 20 precision settings with just one guard.
Grip it and trim it, baby.
Introducing the Beard Hedger. Order today at manscaped.com.
Save money on your transportation costs with TriMet's Reduced Fare Transit Card. If you meet income requirements, get your first month free while you enjoy unlimited rides on buses and trains. Learn more and apply today at trimet.org/save.
Locally owned and the furniture's proudly West Coast made. Want a sofa with a built-in nacho dispenser? No problem. Have a one with a secret popcorn stash? They got you covered. Birch Furniture takes comfort and fun seriously. Birch's sofas are like a high five from a fluffy cloud in the person of an ice cold beer, all rolled into one. Follow us on Instagram at Birch Furniture. Visit us online or stop by the showroom today. Get ready to knock it out of the park with Birch Furniture, designed to make you smile. BA, what is going on over there?
Well, broadcast friends, that is new pitcher on the mound for the NorthPaws, number 16, Colby Lukinchuk.
On the mound for Kamloops, number 6.
Excuse me, not number 16, number 6, Colby Lukinchuk from Thompson River University. He's on to face your right fielder, number 44, Jesse Pierce. Pierce 1 for 2, a single. Also drew a walk, struck out his last time up in the 6th inning. At the plate here with 2 on, 2 down in a tie game. Pitch missing away. Ball 1, 80-mile-an-hour changeup. Lukinchuk has his sign, comes set. Looks back at second, 1-0 on the way, misses high at 77, ball 2, 2-0. Pitch on the way, misses outside, ball 3, 3-0. Sorry, Jeff, we're trying to keep that updated, but we lost one of the interns that was helping us work on that. The score bug is still a manual thing right now. Holy cow, it's loud. 3-0 on the way. Over for a strike at 76. Two-seam fastball, 3-1. Hey, Crow, we did score the tying run as well when you get a second. No worries. That's all right. That pitch over the outer part of the plate for a strike. Two-seam fastball. Count goes full on Jesse Pierce. Mayshore lead at second. Evan Cloyd a long lead over at first. He is not being held on at all. 3-2 pitch on the way. Runners go. Swung on and fouled back. So we'll reset and do it again. Brandon Goldberg, just keep it simple. Get a homer. Full count, 2 outs, tie, ball game here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Chuck steps off the mound. Like I said, Evan Cloyd had a huge lead over at first base, but Nathan Gray was also playing about a quarter to a third of the way towards second base, so it was a race for the two of them to get back after Chuck stepped off. 3-2 on the way, swung on and taken out to left field. Does it have enough carry? Get out of here! Oh my gosh, Jesse Pierce! Welcome to the Portland Pickles, friend! 3-run bomb! 351 feet! Holy cow, Jesse Pierce!
Now batting, number 5, Alejandro Garza.
Somebody send Brandon Goldberg a Pickles hat. Good call, friend. Holy cow. Get a homer. Man, who does that? First pitch to Alejandro Garza popped up, left side. It's gonna have to be Thomas Green to get it. Couldn't look like Drew Giannini couldn't find it. P6 the put out on Garza. But your Pickles take the lead here in the 8th, pushing 4 runs across. Fans, we are headed to the top of the 9th inning. Your score, Pickles 5, NorthPaws 2.
You don't go to a Pickles game because they play some generic version of baseball that you could see anywhere. So why buy a sofa like that? Check out Perch Furniture. We are hometown experts, wholly dedicated to getting you a great sofa. Perch Furniture is Portland born, West Coast built, and our sofas are adaptable in every dimension and detail. At social media, we're at Perch Furniture, perchfurniture.com, or available in our showroom. Go Pickles.
This is how you build a community of health and hope. With award-winning heart specialists, personalized women's care, a hospital 100 years in the making, and dozens of clinics that bring health and healing to your neighborhood, all strengthened by our partnership with OHSU. Adventist Health Portland, all the care you need, right where you need it.
Tired of beer that's just...
I mean this in the nicest way possible, friends. It is a zoo in here tonight, and I am not referring to the press box this evening.
On the mound for your Pickles, from Houston Christian University, number 17, Morris Austin.
That is right-handed flamethrower, number 17, Morris Austin, out on the mound for your Pickles. Here to shut it down in the 9th inning. He's going to be facing Cooper Neville, Tommy Green, and Drew Giannini. Brandon Goldberg, pleased to be emailing me, and I'm not joking about this. Swung on and missed. 80 starts him off with an 84-mile-an-hour changeup. Isn't that cute? Isn't that cute? We know what's coming next. 0-1 pitch on the way. Check swing didn't go. Yeah, four-seam fastball coming in at 94 miles an hour. Count evens up at 1-1. Brandon, pleased to be emailing me. It is just my name, Mike Chexx with 2 X's at Gmail. I will see about getting you a hat for that call. That was ridiculous. 1-1 pitch on the way from Austin. This is low and away ball 2. Four-seam fastball at 93 miles an hour. Count goes to 2-1. Austin takes his cap off, walks around the back side of the mound for a bit, climbs back up on the rubber. Looks like he's working a little bit from the first base side there. Has his sign. 2-1 on the way. Swung on and missed. Oh, back to the 81-mile-an-hour changeup. Count evens up at 2-2. Hey, PDX Papermaker checking in. Glad to have you back, friend. Glad you could join us for the end of this game here. Wind and the 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and popped foul on the left. 95-mile-an-hour four-seam fastball from Morris Austin. Count even 2-2. Debbie's already rearranged the furniture in the house tonight, so now she's sweeping up. Can't understand why. Morris comes set. 2-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and popped foul. That one's out of play. So count stays at 2-2. Neville 1 for 3 on the afternoon. Singled, came around to score on a wild pitch. That was way back in the second inning. Flew out to center in the 4th and hit into an unassisted double play to end the 6th. Give him the pickle juice. Maybe I'll include the pickle juice with the hat. 2-2 pitch on the way. Misses high and outside. 96 on the gun, a four-seam fastball. Oh, there's some shade right there. Holy cow. Look at that. 3-2 pitch on the way. Got him looking. Strike 3, went with the 83-mile-an-hour changeup. Cooper Neville down on strikes. Morris Austin strikes out the first batter that he faced. Oh, this is so much fun. More fun than it should be allowed, I swear. Tommy Green to the plate. Green 2 for 3, a pair of singles, a stolen base, and a run scored. You think Dylan should offer to go down and sweep out the dugout? That pitch floats in for a strike. Geez, 78 miles an hour. Okay, so we've seen 78 and 95. 17-mile-an-hour difference. Ridiculous. Austin comes set. 0-1 pitch on the way. Ouch. In the dirt. Slider at 80 miles an hour. Count evens up at 1-1. Jeff Austin, that's just mean. Yes, it is. Wow. Morris set at the chin. 1-1 pitch. Just off the plate at 95. Back to the four-seam fastball. 2-1. Molly telling Ron to hang it up, and he did. Austin comes set. 2-1 on the way. Swung on and popped foul. Headed to the parking lot is that 82-mile-an-hour changeup. Count evens up at 2-2. Call for more baseballs from home plate umpire Clint Baxter. Green steps back in. Taps home plate. Twirls the bat. Austin set now. 2-2 on the way. Swung on to the bouncer. Hit to short. Garza's going to airmail the throw, unfortunately. Into the netting. E5. Tommy Green reaches for the third time tonight.
Now batting number 16, Drew Giannini.
So Drew Giannini now to the plate. Oh, Tom, you missed some runs. We had an event last half inning, friend. You should probably go back and watch that. Tommy Green gets his lead over at first base. Austin fires one over to first. Green back safely. How fast do you think Morris Austin slings a ball over to first base? Fast as he throws it to the Well, then credit Evan Cloyd for handling that throw nicely over to first. That last pitch coming in at 93 miles an hour, 0-1. Green maybe with a slightly shorter lead than last time. 0-1 pitch on the way, swung on and missed. Back to 95 on the four-seam fastball. Giannini quickly behind in the count, 0-2. Austin set. 0-2 pitch on the way. Swung on and popped up, left side. Everybody giving chase. But it's gonna be Zage Lancaster making the play. Call that P7 on the putout.
Now batting number 31, Landon Clark.
So the NorthPaws down to their last out, and Landon Clark now to the plate. Dylan dancing with the broom down there. I do feel like that might be rubbing it in. Runner goes, first pitch over, first strike at 93, and that is my favorite thing in the world, defensive indifference. Thank you, Gary. I like to call things defensive indifference sometimes because it seems like nobody cares, but that was really defensive indifference. I thought that was a strike. All right, Gary has the count as 1-1 on the board. I must have mistaken that. I thought it was 0-2. Oh. It is 0-2. All right. That's all right. The extremely rare E10 right there. You'll hear maybe one more of those the rest of the season. Now, E12, which is me, you'll get a ton of those. Winding the 0-2 pitch on the way. A little high and tight at 95. 1-2. I would not want to have my tower buzzed by that. Austin back on the mound, he's set. 1-2 pitch on the way. Misses high and outside at 93. Borderline pitch, probably a little more on the outside part of the black than on the inside. Count evens up at 2-2 on Landon Clark. Clark 1 for 3 on the day. Single, an RBI, and a caught stealing. Pitch on the way, outside, ball 3. Slider at 79. Well, you know, the unedited thoughts of our fan base. 3-2 pitch on the way. Got him! Struck him out! And with that, your Portland Pickles sweep aside the Kamloops NorthPaws. Second strikeout in the inning for Morris Austin, who will get the save tonight. No runs, no hits, 1 error, and 1 runner left on. Friends, your score across the board. For the visiting NorthPaws, 2 runs on 9 base hits and no errors. For your Portland Pickles, 5 runs on 5 base hits and 1 error. Friends, it has been a fun 3-game series if you're a Pickles fan. We've got tomorrow night off. We will be back at it Saturday night with more action live here from Walker Stadium. Until that time, friends, take care of yourselves, enjoy your Friday, and go Pickles!
Congregating on the concourse or around the stadium will not be permitted. Please get home safely. Have a great evening. And as always, go